Is your messy wardrobe stressing you out? Never have enough time to organize all the clothes you have? Spending all your money on clothes trying to make your wardrobe cohesive? Not sure what to do about it? Well, never fear. Whereabouts is here. My name is Lily, and today we're going to be exploring one of the most fundamental principles related to expressing yourself through fashion: your wardrobe. Wardrobes can be very difficult to manage. They require a lot of time, consideration, money, and organizational and aesthetic skill, but do they really have to be that difficult? Have you ever considered the capsule? Capsule wardrobe, that is. Hi, I'm Dr. Fashion, and I, like many other experts, prescribe the capsule wardrobe for all your wardrobe woes. Recommended as an aesthetic and financially responsible approach to your wardrobe, the capsule does come with a number of side effects, including, but not limited to, throwing out clothes you really love to conform with the capsule standards, getting super bored of the small selection of clothes available to your apparent outfit, repeating even when you're not because all your pieces are similar, and having something to wear for special occasions, dizziness, spending more money than you would have otherwise, and you inevitably get bored and want to revitalize your wardrobe or reclaim your style. However, as a self-proclaimed expert, I still recommend the capsule. But why? Well, because these side effects result from a blanket prescription without consideration of the individual lifestyle and needs of the patient. Where a small selection of basics may be the personal preference of the average user of the capsule, to others, it's just an overdose of grays and stripes. Really, a capsule doesn't have to be 30 items in grey, beige and stripes. It can be whatever you want it or need it to be. That's interesting. I like to think of capsule as a term for an aesthetically and financially sustainable wardrobe. That's exactly what it is, at least in my professional opinion anyway. When you know how much space you have, what colors are your version of neutrals, and what styles you consider to be basics, the capsule really can be a useful panacea for your wardrobe. Ask your fashion professional how you can make the capsule work for you. So now that we've established a capsule could theoretically work for you, let's figure out how to make it practically work for you. I've collected a number of clothes over the years, but I only ever use a portion at any one time. This makes it easier for me to get dressed in the morning, and it also makes my wardrobe easier to manage organizationally and financially. I tend to reevaluate my capsule when the seasons change, and as it is now too cold to wear my summer clothes, I'm going to be using this seasonal changeover as a demonstration on how to construct a capsule. First, we want to start with a plan, because without a good plan, this process is going to become very frustrating very quickly, and you're likely to give up. We're going to make a couple of goals relating to aesthetics, practicality, space, and budget. Spend some time on Pinterest or Instagram, or if you're old school, grab some magazines and just start saving outfits that you absolutely love. If you can, try to do a little bit at a time over a couple of weeks so that you don't get tired of what you're seeing or get bored of the process. This should be a fun and enjoyable experience. Don't be too discerning at first, just focus on saving outfits and styles that you absolutely love. If you try to be discerning, you can box yourself in by going back to the same styles again and again, which can get boring. And if you're keeping your mind open, you're exposing yourself to new styles and also new ways of wearing clothes that you already own, which helps you keep excited about your wardrobe. It is also important to be mindful of what you like about a picture. Try saving photos of clothes that you like and that you know will work for your coloring and body type. Do not save images of bodies that you like. This is about changing our clothes, not our bodies. If you really love a style, you can try searching for that style for further inspiration, but just beware of adopting styles wholesale, because the lack of customization can make it feel like it's not really you, and that means you'll tire of it very quickly. When you have collated a largish collection of pictures, start going through and remove anything that you're not mega excited about. Only keep those outfit and style ideas that you absolutely adore. Then sit down with a physical piece of paper and pen and just start noting down all the things that you really like about those outfits. So what are the colors, the aesthetics, the silhouettes, the fabrics that you're really loving about those outfits that you're seeing or about those styles that you're seeing. This will hopefully help you pinpoint the elements that you really like and want to emulate in your own wardrobe. Now you need to consider your practical needs based on your body, the season, and your lifestyle. With regards to your body, you need to consider whether you have any allergies, whether your body responds better to natural fibers, how sensitive you are to hot or cold weather, and what styles you feel comfortable in. There'll be other considerations as well that are unique to you, so just note any of these down so that you can consult these when you're building your capsule. Seasonal concerns are fairly obvious. Generally in summer it's warmer, meaning that you'll be going for lighter fabrics, but it also means that you'll be wearing less of these pieces together. which means more versatility in the styles and colors that you can go for. In transitional seasons, you want more variety in terms of pieces and the weights of fabrics that you'll be wearing, because you want to add or subtract these pieces to outfits to respond to changes in the weather. As you'll be pairing more of these pieces together, you also want a more cohesive color palette and compatible aesthetics and styles. And in winter, you'll be looking for a more cohesive color palette and more compatible aesthetics, because you'll be wearing these pieces together and layering them often. Lifestyle is the final factor in practicality. So that is what you do, where you do it, and who you do it with will affect what you can have in your wardrobe. There's no point incorporating something if you are unable to wear it. So consider what freedoms or constraints your lifestyle brings. For example, you won't be able to wear fine fabrics if you have small children or a parrot, as compared to somebody who's living the corporate life. Sticking to a strict limit on the number of clothes, shoes, and accessories that you include in your wardrobe doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I think this is for you to discern based on the time and space available to you, as well as how important fashion is to you. If you're just trying to discern practically how many clothes you can have in the space that you have, in a later step, we'll have our wardrobes entirely emptied out. Take some hangers and just put them into your wardrobe and see how many clothes you could comfortably fit in there. Your propensity for chaos will also determine how many clothes you have, because more clothes can equal more chaos. I'm not giving financial advice, but I'm saying that I wouldn't go into debt over my wardrobe. It's just not worth it. Almost everything can be purchased secondhand, which means that it can be quite cheap to get even good quality clothing. So sit down, figure out how much you can actually afford to allocate to your wardrobe, and then spend within your means. Also remember that if you decide to get rid of clothes, you can absolutely resell them to raise a little bit more revenue for your wardrobe budget or your savings. Once you've determined your goals around those 4 areas, it's time to go shopping in your wardrobe. I like to put on some mood lighting, some nice candles, some great music, and I just try to make my room feel like an exclusive boutique. It's just a little bit of fun. If possible, remove all your clothes and put them onto another rack, your bed, or anywhere with space to safely sort them. And also dig out any clothes that you have in storage and put these with the clothes you're sorting. Next, bring up your inspiration list. And with this as a reference, have a good browse through your clothes. Try to look at them with fresh eyes. Take each item and ask yourself, do I love this? Does this item fit with my list? If this were in a store, would I buy it? At this point, you should be looking for absolute yeses, which you then take and put into your wardrobe. Remember, a cohesive wardrobe is built around a consistent color scheme first and foremost, but this does not mean that it has to be neutrals or that it has to be based off a list of must-haves that you saw online. I mean, most of those lists contain jeans, and I don't own one pair of jeans. I do own one pair of jeans, but I wear them out to garden, and that is the end of list of times that I wear those jeans. We're hoping through this process to find your neutrals and your basics. When you're sorting through your accessories, you don't have to be as strict. Accessories can completely transform an outfit, and they're small on space as well, so you can have a lot more of these, and they also work to keep your wardrobe feeling fresh. For anything that you don't want in your wardrobe but you want to keep, set it aside in a storage pile that is well away from anything yet to sort, to prevent it from getting confused and maybe donated or thrown away accidentally. Once you finish this step, it's troubleshooting time. And if you're happy with what you have, then you can just skip to the next chapter. First, is there no cohesion in the items that you pulled? Or do they not match up with your inspiration list? Both these problems are pretty similar in that fixing them involves going back to your inspiration list and seeing whether maybe that's realistic. Perhaps you just don't have the raw materials to be creating that wardrobe. That's totally fine. It could also mean that you just want to absolutely change your style, and that's absolutely fine too. It just means that you're going to have less items in your wardrobe for now, until you actually seek out those pieces that you love and want to incorporate in there. Or it could be that the direction that you're heading in isn't actually really you and you've accidentally misled yourself. So go back and take a really stern look at that inspiration list and go, is that really me? Is this maybe telling me that where I'm seeking inspiration, I'm actually just really liking the picture itself, and really it's not something that I actually want to incorporate into my wardrobe? Return to the process when you're confident that your inspiration and the outfits that you love really do match up with you and your style. After completing this process, do you have too many tops, bottoms, or just generally too much clothing in your wardrobe? Then you need to take those pieces and sort through only those. And evaluate each piece before you put it back into your wardrobe. Do you absolutely love it? Does it match with your inspiration outfits and your list? Does it flatter you as you are right now? And if not, would you realistically get it tailored? If you're struggling to narrow it down, pick pieces that you know will work together, and then set aside the rest for storage. With your favorite items safely in your wardrobe or in your storage pile, you can now turn to the items that you are completely over, those that don't fit, flatter, or inspire you anymore. And sort these clothes into 3 piles: sell, donate, and discard, and then move these piles well out of the way. At this point in the process, you might be a bit frustrated, so remember to take breaks. They're very important. You can then sort everything else that is left. I made a flowchart with a couple of questions to help you determine whether to keep or discard those more difficult items. Be really honest with your answers, because our minds are strong. And if you tend towards hoarding or minimalism, you're going to find this step particularly difficult. If you absolutely must, you can put items into storage for 6 months and then come back to them with fresh eyes. Now, all your clothes should be sorted. Clear any clothes you are going to store first, so that these don't accidentally get mixed up with any clothes that are going to be leaving your house, getting donated or discarded. I've linked a really good video below in the description box that talks all about how to store clothes, and I found it really helpful, so you might want to check that one out. Then, toss the clothes in your discard pile. Bag up the clothes to donate and put them by the door. Clean and repair any clothes to sell, and then take photos and post these. I usually use Facebook Marketplace, but you can use eBay, Poshmark, Depop, any online consignment store or online selling platform will do. Now you can turn your attention back to the clothes that you have in your wardrobe. Do any need repairs? If so, now is a good time to do them, or over the next couple of weekends. Or if you're anything like me, you'll procrastinate it until the next time that you go through your wardrobe. I've literally been walking around in a skirt that's needed repairs for about 3 months now. Then compare these clothes to your inspiration outfits and your list, and consider what's missing. What items do you need to complete your desired outfits? Note these down and make sure that they're serviceable for multiple outfits and that they fit within your goals, particularly your budget. When it's time to acquire these pieces, turn to those same platforms that you use to sell your clothes. Facebook Marketplace, ThredUp, Depop, eBay, etc. are all really good places to find clothing, because you can search by brands, styles, colors, and you can usually pick up good quality pieces for relatively low prices. So I like to think of it as targeted op shopping. These outfits were so easy to put together. I created them in just a couple of minutes because everything in my wardrobe is so cohesive now. So I can't recommend this process highly enough. It's so satisfying having my wardrobe organized and being able to so easily pull together outfits that I really love. Your capsule will never be entirely finished because it will evolve with you. This process is about progress, not perfection. You'll hopefully never need another complete overhaul, but for best results, you will most likely continue working on your inspiration outfits, your list, and the contents of your wardrobe. The goal is always the same: an aesthetically and financially sustainable wardrobe. That's a big undertaking and it will definitely require some time and patience, but it's well worth it because it's going to help you better express yourself through fashion. And when you look like yourself, you feel like yourself. Until next time, I wish you all the very best in dress. Goodbye.